Benjamin, we're sitting here at the training camp in Austria. How's the feeling?
Yeah, the feeling is good. It's good together with the team, being somewhere together, share some time, working hard. It's good for the preparation.
Yeah, there's a lot of hard work here. What is your current impression of the team?
Yeah, there is hard work and the boys feel it the most, of course, but there's also some more gathering of the team. There's also some moments that they share together. And it is also about having fun, because it also needs to be balanced out between hard work, fun, and having moments together. And we have this all comprised here in a very, very nice surrounding in the Austrian mountains.
Yeah, it's also a good way to settle in the new additions, the new players. 5 of them arrived so far. 2 of them joined before the first training, 𝗩𝗢𝗚𝗘𝗘𝗘𝗥 and 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. What can you tell about them?
Well, yeah, both are very talented guys. We were working on both players for a quite long time, so we had a very early contact to both of them. We were very happy that both of them also decided for us, because I know both had the opportunity to also choose for something else. That gives me and gives us a very good feeling. For me, it was also important to have them from the first moment. They are both quite young. Matthijs is now really entering Eredivisie. I'm pretty sure that he will be very soon a very good Eredivisie player, and we want to play that part to bring him there so that we can also get everything out of him. But he's a player definitely that will grow, and the same is also for Amin. For Amin is a bit more more difficult, or even a higher threshold for him, because coming from a foreign country, but is also good. He was together with the French-speaking guys, so they helped him a lot, and both fit very well to the team.
Last week, 3 more players were signed, starting with 𝗩𝗢𝗚𝗘𝗘𝗓𝗡𝗏. Can you tell why you were eager to keep him?
Yeah, it was a busy period last week. Yeah, we never really dropped the contact with Kasper. He had a very good season last year already, despite the young age. You can always see, and I think also the supporters, everyone that watched our games, saw that he has some outstanding talent, of course. And we really think that we are also a very good place for him to grow. We have also in the past, this club has a lot of experience with some players. Some of them really made a big step in the second year. So that is also desired that Kasper will even make a step from last season to this season, and we even want to have an even better player.
We also have a new striker, 𝗩𝗢𝗚𝗓𝗡𝗘𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗏. How would you introduce him?
Well, Said is a special type, a special character in a way. It's not like the usual way he found its way into professional football. That is really something which I also like, because he was in the position that he really had to fight for every step he did in his career. So he's pretty much used to hard work, but to also being very humble on what he has. So he has a very warm feeling also with us as a club, with the talks we had with him. I like that we have him around. From the character of type of player he is, he's a very mobile and dynamic striker that always wants to find the right position to come into position to score. So he's really eager to score, and we hope that he will have the opportunity to score a lot of goals for Vitesse.
Finally, 𝗩𝗢𝗟𝗚𝗓𝗏 also came back home. Why was his arrival a big priority for you?
Yeah, of course, it was clear from the moment that when 𝗩𝗢𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏 left after last season, that we have an open spot on the goalkeeper's position. For us, it was important to have someone that gives us some calmness, some experience from the back, because we feel last season also there was a bit of a struggle during the season. So we think really from the back, having someone that has seen a lot of places, has a lot of experience, also did not or does not really lose control over the situation. That's what we feel is necessary in order to become very stable. I think we did very good even in the second period of the season last year, where, for example, 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗡𝗘𝗘𝗏𝗏, also Oros came back. That helped. Now having a goalkeeper of experience and age, of course, will help the situation. Also in the leadership of the team.
He has a big history here, so it also strengthens the Arnhem signature of the squad.
That's true, and this is probably also one of the factors why we have him back. To be fair. And I think if there is such a situation, then we have to make use of it, of course. And it's always good to have more identification, also that you have in the club, but also giving to the people. But I have to be honest. For me, it's a very, very positive side effect. But also my decisions will always be rational on the rational side. So I sign players for their quality, and if this comes with a side effect, that's even better. But it's not that we are only searching for players living or were born in Arnhem.
How do you look at the squad now? Has the foundation been laid already?
Yeah, I think seeing the time where we in the market, it closes end of August, beginning of September, so there's plenty of time where the window is open. At this stage, yes, we have a team which I think we could start the Eredivisie season with. But I also don't think that we can end the season with this amount of players we have right now, and this tells a bit the truth. We will need more. There will be movement, that's for sure. But for the moment, I'm also satisfied for the numbers we have in so far.
Yeah, because supporters will wonder what else to expect in this transfer window. What can you say to them?
Yeah, there will be movement for sure. We all know that, especially at the end of the window, some opportunities arise which have not been open earlier. So that's why I'm also satisfied now having a team together, which is at this moment good. But also we keep ears and eyes open to jump into things when we don't want to say no.
A name that pops up frequently still is Ryan Flamingos. What can you say about his situation?
Yeah, Ryan is a player that did extremely well last year in his first season, as a professional player. He was really doing good, improving himself on Eredivisie level. For that reason, it would have also been very nice if we can really sign him. There was a contractual framework where we had an option, but it was sometimes it's more complex than just push the button. So it was not a one-sided one, and for some reason, and I know the reason, the other party did not conclude to accept the offer. They turned it down in the end. So. That's how the situation is at this moment. We are in frequent talks with the player, with his agent, but also with Sassuolo about it. And we still have hope that we can see him in the yellow-black jersey.
Yeah, we talk about incoming transfers, but on the other hand, you can also have players who leave the club. Do you expect any movement in that area?
Yes, I do. There's always two ways that players can leave a club. It's either that side that they do so well that they get offers where they don't want to say no, and the club cannot say no to it. So this is the one case. The other case is also that players maybe hear that the club is not fully satisfied with. We ask them to leave, or we want them to leave, or a player is willing to leave because of lack of playing time or something like that. So on both ends, there's always a possibility that something happens. Of course, our idea is always to keep the best players, but it's on both ends. It's not fully clear what's going to happen, and also that side ends end of August.
Yeah, again, several youth players are participating in this training camp. Many talents have also been contracted in the last period by Vitesse. How important is that?
Yeah, this for two reasons. It is very important. The first and foremost, of course, is it is the lifeline of the club. If you can manage bring in your own talent to the first team, it is always, I mean, we talk a lot about creating values. I mean, this is the best and easiest way to create your own value. I just remember Miljan Manov, for example, coming from the academy, signed him now. Last year he had an outstanding year with I think 9 goals. So this is the way we want to produce more and more.
Yeah, and you mentioned creating value. It's mentioned frequently at Vitesse. Why is it a key aspect for the club's philosophy?
Yeah, because it's the best way and the easiest way to grow as a club. Because you have to create values in order to have a revenue stream on that side. And in the best case, you sell and you bring in new players that you can also develop further. And let's make it easy. If you sell one and bring in 2 new talented guys that you can sell, then it's the right way to do, and you grow. You grow in performance, but you also grow revenue-wise. So this is the stream that has not been very much successful over the last years. We don't have a record for the last 4 or 5 years by selling players, but you need to have assets, you need to have value to really create your own space to grow.
Then about you personally, you have been with Vitesse for 1 year and a half now. How are you experiencing your period in Arnhem?
Yeah, you can call me Vitesse now also. We have coaching staff where everyone had played for Vitesse.
You did not?
Formally. Not yet. Maybe Philip at one time will see my talents on that side. No, I feel good. I feel good about being here. I like the city of Arnhem. I like to be around the boys. It's always a pleasure to see a group developing and see how things enter the next stage. We had a difficult time last year, struggled big time. I was very happy at the end of the season that we end up 10th, and of course we want to do better than that. But it is also nice to see the steps and also being part of it.
Yeah, let's conclude with a look forward. What do you expect from this new season, or is it still difficult to mention or to say because it's still a long time until the transfer window ends?
Yeah, of course. Seriously, to name something that you want to achieve is good if you wait till you know what will be the final squad. Of course, we know where we're coming from. We had a difficult season last year, so we want to be humble, but we also want to be ambitious. Of course, and of course we want to grow and make steps. That's for sure, but it's a bit too early for me to state what exactly where it can lead to. But how I experience the group at this moment, they work hard to really do well. And what does that mean in the final sense? We will all see.